Good morning, Celtic fans, and welcome back to the channel. It is Monday morning, so make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It is completely free to subscribe, remember. So the big news of the day is exciting news for us, as the Cameron Carter-Vickers obviously made the flight yesterday. If you stick around and watch this video, I'm going to go through all the pictures that were released of the players getting onto the flight yesterday. But obviously the big news is that ahead of schedule, Cameron Carter-Vickers will be ready for Flag Day. You've got to remember that his last game was against the Rangers when we beat them in the Scottish Cup semi-final. And then he went under the knife to get that little niggle on his knee sorted out. He was pictured yesterday boarding the flight, coming off the bus, boarding the flight. He will be ready for pre-season. He'll be training with the team. It's suggested that he won't be training as hard, but it has been suggested that he will be ready for the first game of the season against Ross County. It was expected originally that it would be closer to the end of August that he would be back for Celtic, but he's hoping that when Ross County come to Celtic Park on the 5th of August, the opening game of the season, he will be there. He'll be there holding up the back line for us as normal. Celtic don't have any Champions League qualifiers this pre-season, gladly. He says, but it's a boost for Celtic, the fact that he will be there and up to full speed for the game. And the media are saying it's the big game of the season, the big game for us, right at the start of the season on the 3rd of September. Oh, man. How many big games will they have had before then? That's right, because they've got to qualify. So obviously the big hitters are back this week. Also, the likes of Callum McGregor, Kyogo, Dyson, Rio Hatate, all join up with the players. They would have joined up with the players yesterday also, so that they're ready for training first thing this morning. It'll be interesting to see the pictures when Celtic release them today. When you look at some of the Celtic bloggers, and this isn't a dig at anyone in particular, but if I see one more exciting claim emerges from Sky Sports sources headline, come on, up your game a bit. It's like, really? We all know we've got 30 million to spend. Stop quoting people that are just being in the media, quoting things from weeks ago, and especially the journalist Anthony Joseph, or whatever his name is. I mean, the amount of people that are quoting him. We know what we've got 30 million to spend. Let's just let the management team see what they've got and see what they need to improve on. So let's jump over to this page, and we're going to go through all the pictures from the players. So obviously the first, this is probably in reverse order actually. So there's big Tony Ralston getting off the bus with Segrist behind him. And the next picture is Kobe Ash. It's not, it's sorry. And it is Haksabanovic. The next picture is the one and only Liam Scales. Liam Scales will be important to the squad right now because of the fact that Cameron Carter-Vickers is injured. The next one up is Matt O'Reilly. He was pictured. And what I'll do is I'll put a link to this page for you in the community tab also. So that's Matt O'Reilly with a nice smile on his face. And there's young Bosun Lawwell and Bernaby pictured here, coming off the bus at Glasgow Airport. And then young Rocco Vata with the first team out training. That's a big jump up for him. It's good. There's Kobayashi this time. And the one and only Marco in the background. So you've got to remember, there's another picture of Marco. You've got to remember all the players aren't back at Celtic yet. There's Kobayashi, another picture of him. The rest of the players will be meeting up with the team yesterday. They would have been all got their orders, and you seen Dyson Maida was leaving on Friday so that he could get to the team's base for yesterday. Benjamin Segrist on that picture, and there's quite a few, and there's another one of Haksabanovic. Big season for Haksa, big season for him, and there's O pictured there. And with Cameron Carter-Vickers, there's Carl Starfelt, Stevie Welsh in the background also. And there's another one of Awata. The next one up is the big man himself, Cameron Carter-Vickers, with the one and only Starfelt behind him. How important will this partnership be this season? Will anybody come in for them? I don't think so now. But you never know. There's a big way still to go. Then there's another one of Stevie Welsh. big time for him. Will he move on this summer, or will he still stay at Celtic? And there's the man back from Portugal, heading back to Portugal, Mikey Johnson. And he's one player that's excited about the fact that Brendan Rodgers is back. Jamesy Forrest and Turnbull, Scales, all in that picture. There's another one with the Scottish contingency, the players, Greg Taylor and obviously Turnbull and Mikey Johnson again. There's the big man himself, Scott Bain, who obviously got that new contract, and Callum McGregor, who is back after his little break. Another one of Callum, always looks cheery. Callum, he's always got a smile on his face. So like, there's big Joe Hart, important player for us this season again. Bernabei, how much could he improve this season under Brendan Rodgers? That would be a big question. And then a lot of people have been talking about these two players here, Matt O'Reilly and Abada. And I've seen one crazy comment on social media that, oh, it looks like Abada won't be getting sold just yet. A player, even if he was going to get sold, he's still going to be boarding the flight. He's still going to be going to the training camp. If a bid comes in for him during the training camp, then things will progress. But all the players, there's no bids in for them. So crazy comments like that is just not so much use. There's the man himself, Brendan Rodgers, and John Kennedy coming off the bus. These will probably be the first pictures. It'll be in reverse order, actually, that they're showing them. And there's the man himself, Brendan Rodgers, talking to the bus driver, looks of it. And there's the three, should we call them three amigos? Nah, can't do that, can we? Bernabei, Abada and Matt O'Reilly. Very important players to Celtic this season, if we manage to keep a hold of them all. Definitely Bernabei, I think he's got lots of improvement to do. It'll be interesting to see how he progresses. And then there is the man himself again, Brendan, and I think this is getting to the end of them. Another one with Brendan. Yeah, because Brendan would have been first off the bus. And there he is, shaking hand with the bus driver. And that's it. Who's paying the bill? Alright, get the bus driver paid. Get rid of the bevy. Oh, you miss all bus days on the bus. Anyway, with that note, that's today's Celtic FC news this morning. There's not a lot going around. We will expect a lot of media coverage from Celtic themselves over the next week or so. They'll obviously release a lot of... There is a couple of closed door games. We're not going to get too much information about that. It's good the way that the management team are just keeping everything in-house. It's good the way that they're releasing out as much content as they can for us Celtic fans. There's a lot of nonsense going to be going on this week where the ex-manager will get his first ever interview down at Spurs. Not that we're really caring, but he'll probably be asked a lot about Celtic. It seems to be the thing with the Scottish press just now. I can't remember a Celtic manager that's left in the past getting so much attention from the press after they've left, and he's moved on. That's it. End of the conversation. It's all about Celts in Portugal, and on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.